Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the VisionGaming team stream for the Ibex League. Now, Hodge said he was coming back. The traitorous bastard has decided to leave us, and now I've got a lovely Zach alongside me. Zach, how are you doing, buddy?
Good. Here's emergency Phil, but it's Sunday, so I'm not doing anything. So why not spend a little bit of time casting for my ill friend Hodge?
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Hodge's voice was starting to get lost in the sauce in the last series, and to be fair, going to a best of 5 didn't make that any better for him. However, forgetting that, because we've won that series 3-2, we've got Knapp On Money now, who are sat in 6th at the table after that result, because, well, head-to-heads really do matter in this league, and we're going to find that out next week as well. But there is the league table for you. If you weren't here earlier, then we can give you a quick rundown. T2 on top, playing 6 games, obviously managing to get them all done this week. We had the postponement, so this is the game for us to play. VisionGaming sat in 2nd. If we win this, it goes to a head-to-head for the top spot next week. ADE in 3rd and Scythe of Seraph in 4th. Knapp On Money, there you are, in 5th place. My Insanity in 6th. Again, that result knocking them down a position. Ladies first in 7th. We're just about keeping on score, and Dive losing every series in the world this season. They want to get this one and just remove it from their heads, because they won't be heading back for the spring split. So Zach, Knapp On Money sat in 5th. If they do get a result here, they will look to potentially eke into the playoffs next week, because it's all to play for.
Yeah, that is a team I've actually covered a few of their games as well in the league, and they picked up Ming-Yun, who is a new player, and he seems to be doing a lot of work in their matches. So I'm thinking, if there's anyone for us to be afraid of, it's definitely him. I think we're going to shut anyone down. So, oh, he's not playing today. Okay, thank you, production. Well, then I guess free win. Whoa, let's go.
Straight in there, free win. We don't care anymore.
Well, what I do know is VisionGaming kind of came into the IGL as the favorite, as the top in the power rankings, and T2 have kind of shattered that a little bit with the flawless performance, but they were up there as well. So, I mean, we're kind of the barrier now between that middle of the table and the top. So it would be nice for us to stay, just keep winning. I'm not sure who our one loss was to. I wonder if we have any previous matchups that we can show on stream. Did you cook that up, Castilian?
You did indeed, and we can take a quick look at them right now. There you are. There's your screen. It was actually a weird upset from Scythe of Seraph, who beat us 3-1 in week 2. It caught everyone by surprise, I believe, because they were playing they just played exceptionally well against us. But if you look at the form table, we've had 3 wins on the bounce now, and Knapp On Money, a loss, win, loss, win, loss. They're going back and forth, but if the pattern perceives, they end up beating us today.
Yeah, let's hope that's not the case. I think Knapp On Money definitely have the skill to take a game, but I think VG overall probably are going to be on top of this one. But I don't want to curse him, because I feel like when we cast the other Dromus, it's just a bit of a curse fest. But
I think we have high tallies in our caster curses, I believe.
Yeah.
Enough of that for now. My Insanity, they didn't do any prep for us, so make us say a bit aggy in the production booth. However, we do have, for once, a pre-game interview for you for Knapp On Money versus VisionGaming. Let's head to that now.
The preseason power rankings had your team fighting for survival. Now, in week 6, you are fighting for a spot in the playoffs. What were your thoughts when you saw the rankings?
So first of all, I think not very surprised, but also a little disappointed, I suppose. I think after the last season we could have gone a little higher. I think we beat a few teams that we were unlikely to beat in that sense. I thought we'd rank above Dive for sure. In the end we did beat them also, and for now we're also looking quite nice on the ranking in that sense. So I think we did quite well in terms of the ranking in that sense, but initially we were like, oh, we could do better than this, and I'm glad we kind of got there as well. But yeah, initially we were kind of challenged almost, I feel like.
You narrowly lead the league in demos per game and also have the most demos overall through 4 weeks of league play. Do you reckon Selt is proud of you?
Also solange ich das Feedback bekomme, dass alle abgefuckt sind von meinen Demos, nehme ich es mal als gutes Zeichen. Nein, aber ich habe schon mal geschaut, dass ich jetzt endlich mal vielleicht mehr Demos mache, als ich demotiviert werde und denke mal, dass Selt sicher auch nicht gegen das hat.
Your team leads the league in average score per game, yet you are 6th in the table. All metrics indicate that your team is better than a team in 6th place. What needs to happen in order for you guys to also take home the corresponding results?
I mean, there are certainly things that needed to happen. I think what helped us is that the very tough matchups here end up at the very end. So we have like VG, T2, and also Addicted, I think. They're at the very end of the spectrum, so we got to play the easier teams first, and we should have won, like, against Side of Seraph and Ladies First should have performed way better, I feel like. So yeah, these things just kind of still haunt us now. As we like start playing against the more difficult teams, the table looks a little inflated for us, I suppose. But overall, like in terms of playstyle and just getting into the game, feeling comfortable, I think we were doing quite well. We were doing quite well, but yeah, as I said, it's also against the less oppressive teams, I feel like. But yeah, we should have done better, like result-wise, for sure.
Last week, we asked for your top 4 prediction. This week, we want to know who you predict to finish in the bottom half of the table.
Also, weil Knapp On Money letztens gegen Mein Senti gewonnen hat, würde ich jetzt schon sagen, dass Knapp On Money vor Mein Senti kommt sogar noch. Und dann, ich sage, die Reihenfolge wäre Knapp On Money, Mein Sanity und dann würde ich sagen Dive und dann Ladies First. Auch aus dem Grund, weil ich glaube, Nost verliert. Oder Nost wird sicher nicht verlieren in seinem letzten Game in Dive.
You're currently 3rd in saves per game. You are also one of 5 players to never drop out of the top 10 throughout the season in saves per game. What is the secret to your defensive masterclass?
I think the biggest secret is just the team synergy. Like our roster is comprised of quite offensive players in that sense. So everyone kind of gets to do their things. It's almost like back in the day in Rocket League where everybody has like these fixed roles. They're not as fixed for us, of course, they're kind of fluid. But to me, I'm just like making sure I'm like the safe guy in that sense, that I stay reliable and set up people in front of me in that sense. And also try to like not get demoed a lot. I think that helps a lot. So, like when you're not dead, you get to defend a lot better. So yeah, I'm happy to also be quite good in that regard in avoiding the demo, and I think it also helps me when I play like these 1v3s, 1v4s against the Knapp On Money members that we like to do. Like they're all just platinums, diamonds in that sense, and it's super fun to play against them. Like you have to just try so much to not get demoed, and I think that helps a lot as well. And yeah, I think it also helps a lot with the score, I guess. Like we're one of the best scoring teams, of course. So yeah, everyone contributing in their area that they're best in helps us to get a lot of score as well as the saves do rack up.
With the season slowly coming to a close, what is your preliminary verdict on it?
Also ich würde sagen, die Season ist sehr ähnlich gelaufen wie letztes Mal. Das heisst, wir haben eigentlich an sich eine gute Season gespielt. Und wir haben dann noch komplett dumm verloren gegen Side of Seraph. Aber sonst würde ich sagen, für mich nehme ich so ein bisschen mit, dass ich probiere, gut auf Demos zu gehen. Weil Demos auch gut funktionieren, wie es bis jetzt gezeigt haben. Und das versuche ich sicher dann auch in den Playoffs anzuwenden.
Final words for your opponents and prediction for the upcoming match?
Tonight we're playing the worst team of the league, VisionGaming. They're at the very bottom of the league. Probably gonna walk them like dogs, hammer them out the lead actually. If Nukes peaks like every week, we're probably gonna walk away with a big fat smile just like this one. Shout out to Nukes for his banger streams lately. I'm also feeling for some orange juice right now, but I already brushed my teeth. Also heard that Zeko is currently MIA after the poor performance in the league. After the win, I'll probably get around 6 or 7 chicken wings to celebrate the win. Shout out Com and Nukes especially, and fuck out of here.
Toif needs to replace Selt as he's been underperforming the whole season, as you can see here, and the player survey showed that huge amount of players, including Toif himself, believe he's one of Switzerland's finest players. Also, the game is gonna be free win anyways.
That's all for today. Thank you for answering our questions. Boys, take it away!
Not gonna lie, ladies and gentlemen, I love these interviews. There's so much like random beef between sides. There's so much back and forth. So much good banter as well. But alongside our beautiful faces, we do have the stats for you on the screen. And we mentioned, well, in that interview, Mackie mentioned the demos per game, and he sat there first place with 2.86 demos per game, looking to get even more here, Zach.
That's destructive. I mean, across the board, it looks like it's higher on average. So, yeah, maybe maybe a strategy that they decide that they want to employ. I mean, on the other side, it's a lot lower. So I'm wondering if there's going to need to be some adapting on the field, if that does kind of continue onwards, being the aim. But of course, these guys are top in the league, so their stats are going to be high in general compared to Knapp On Money.
Wait, who? Oh. Yes, the German.
Breaking news just in. No way. No, we have a sub coming in, Nagflow. The stats just appeared on screen right there. So yeah, unfortunately something came up for Zico, and now Nagflow is going to be taking who did play in week 1 apparently, according to production. And look at that, 1.75 goals per game. That's insane. Even though it's just one game. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I wonder if that's a spanner in the works for Vision Gaming. What do you think, Dromus?
I mean, Nagflow, what I saw in week 1 was a bit of quality there. Like, you know, a decent player all round. I feel like this substitution isn't going to harm them too much. Nagflow, plenty of experience as well. I remember listing off just the number of accolades that this player has had way back in week 1. But yeah, 1.75 goals per game. Bear in mind, I think that was a 3-0 series. So yeah, just still being an outlying goal scorer for them. So with Zico out, it means that they'll be able to play a much more comfortable style, because I know Zico loves to be mechanical, loves to play solo and try and get opportunities himself, but this time the team can link up a bit further. So it's not the end of the world for Vision Gaming here, if I'm going to be completely honest. In fact, I feel like we're going to see much more link-ups on the pitch than anything else.
Yeah, I always look at the goals to assists, because it always tells a story about what the player is doing. That low assists would tell me that maybe Nag is that goal scorer. So maybe even a decent sub. I mean, in terms of replacing what kind of Zico brings to the field. So maybe not too much of an interruption to the flow of play. But yeah, I mean, as I've always said, I said it last season, that stats always never really end up like delivering what's out there on the field. Like, especially for my games, I don't know if it's just a thing that's kind of a curse to me, but yeah, I think that these stats are good. They're promising, and I think the Vision Gaming, if we're looking like look, I don't know what production to say. He said something to me. Oh, okay.
Bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. We have to leave the lobby. But yeah, I just want to say, Knapp On Money having the highest team average of score, and it's like very, very much linked up here with basically 400 points per player. They're very good at what they do. It's just they're crap at converting a series, it seems. You know, they're very good at linking up, getting goals, getting saves, getting assists, but with regards to everything else, getting results is what you need, and they just can't seem to finish their dinner here. So maybe we see them coming out fighting, getting some early goals, trying to hang on for dear life. But Vision Gaming, they know how to play around that. They're quite a threat on the offense. Their defense looking a bit shaky, as we saw in the Mayan Sally game. So we're gonna have to wonder what Knapp On Money's game plan is here. I feel like it's gonna be close. This series, bear in mind, Knapp On Money are in 5th place, but it's no shrug off our shoulders. We've got to be careful here, and yeah, just another best of 5 for us. Hopefully, we just take it in 3, done and dusted, and we can chill out with our weekends.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the players are here and the wait is over. So why don't we get into things? Vision Gaming 4-1 in the standing versus Knapp On Money, who are fighting to get into that playoff contention. They are just a cusp away from those positions, and this is probably going to mean more for them than anything, but let's get into it.
Knapp On Money fighting for a playoff spot. Like he's actually fighting for playoff spots. A result would be good for them here, but VisionGaming looking to keep going, looking to continue as they mean to go on. And we head into Manfield. Game 1. Players are on the pitch. Knapp On Money, VisionGaming, who takes it? We've got a best of 5 on our hands here in week number 6.
Knapp On Money known for their explosive game 1, so let's see if they come out of the gate swinging. Looks like Nukes is actually threatening the goal straight away off kickoff, playing patient, trying to dribble it into the VisionGaming side, but Mackie takes it away, going for the flip reset, pops it down middle, no one's there to answer it. The defense is away, and nothing to start us off so far in the series in the first 30 seconds. But we are trading coast to coast. Oh, Sal almost gets the double tap into the midfield, and it's a defensive. I don't know what that was. That was very, very close to Romus.
Yes, indeed, and ball cleared away, and Naglo will get to that. Looks to continue. Selp with a quick follow, and you're going to see a more organized structure here from VisionGaming, I feel. Able to pass this ball about. Selp will have this. Nope, Nukes comes flying in, gets bumped in the process, but has no boost to work with. We'll try and find a pass inside, but Nagflow quick to that one, has an opportunity to send it towards the backboard, but Z missing out with that one, allows Mackie to open up space for a shot. Nothing converted, but Self then looking for that follow demo on the back line, and it is 1-0 to VisionGaming. We've come out fighting on the correct foot this time, and we're not conceding the first goal of every game in the series.
Beautiful demo from Nagflow. We had a double commit on defense on the left-hand side, and then that demo really opened things up for Self. Beautifully placed goal, and wonderful team play coming in to that offense. Knapp On Money doing a lot defensively this game, but I feel like VisionGaming are just getting them to reach a bit too far, which is always good for an offensive side, and it gives you an opportunity to make those plays happen. But we did expect demos. That is the VisionGaming way, at least so far in the stats, and that's an opportunity which Salt does not convert, as Aroli makes another crucial save. We're back to the corner for now.
Popped up high by Nagflow. Continues that 50 forward. Salt will get a drop down. Mackie's looking to charge forward. It's a good 50. It might just be straight in, and Nagflow will pick up the pieces. And so I mean, there's a great little passive play there. Cell could have done something more with it. Ends up dropping it down for Mackie. Z wasn't quick enough, and that 50 perfectly executed. Nagflow was there to take the shot. It was a massive wide open net. 2-0. Double the advantage after 2 minutes of play. And this is a very comfortable settling in here at Manfield.
Bit of an unfortunate nudge on the side of Z, who I want to say kind of helped the play a little bit. Always going to feel bad when something like that leads to a goal. Maybe a bit of mentality, a bit of an effect on the mental there. As we fly high in the midfield, Hooks booms it across, but not really achieving anything. Mackie intercepts, and it's more of a creating space for themselves. Knapp On Money, as Salt puts another shot on target. He's had a few of those this game so far. He's being a force to reckon with.
Mackie just being a nuisance on that back line. He's already got, I think, 3 demos already in this game. Higher than his average per game. So, yeah, he wasn't lying. He wanted to open up the space. Zemo, though, will get a shot, and Mackie left awkward. Nagflow there to get rid, and Zemo lack a boost. Will a Rolly on the back line. Self to Nagflow. For a minute there, I thought that was going to be a solid passing play effort. It just skies it to the left-hand side of the net. That net's open for Zemo to tuck it away. Does so well. 2-1 with 2 minutes left to go.
Got all the set up on the sidewall, and it was a touch from Mackie that led to that. Probably not intentional. Tried to pinch it away instead. Tried to keep it away from the net, but the unfortunate forward bounce is going to give Zemo the opportunity, which he does not waste. And all of a sudden, we are 1 goal difference, and the game is looking a lot different now. Can they work on that? Or can they take that momentum forward and try and equalize? It remains to be seen. A lot of intercepts kind of in the midfield, really been the story so far in this match. So far, it's been VisionGaming executing 2-1 in favor of themselves. Let's see if anything converts it for either side.
Yeah, decent execution so far. That is a demo though for a Rolly, which will allow the space to open up. That's a missed touch though, and a Rolly had to get to that one. A backflip up high. Nukes will get a flick as one. Psycho. Not really the best attempt, but it'll do. It'll do the job. It'll get the ball clear, but that's going to land straight to Nukes, who will side flip this one to the corner, and Celt will get rid. Nukes with the immediate challenge, and Zemo with the demo, but Mackie is there. Speed of light to get to that one. And Zemo, low on boost now, does find the ball coming to him, but will need to rotate back here, otherwise it's going to be very awkward. Sits on the mid boost and doesn't get the boost neither, so the back line of Knapp On Money looking a bit tentative at the moment because Zemo couldn't get that boost. For 15 seconds, he was just struggling, and that ball's going to find the top left. And it was literally just because Zemo couldn't get boost.
Some of those things really do make the difference. But I know Rolly's been like a defensive anchor for the team. An unfortunate 50 actually going to lead to the goal there, but he's been really keeping Knapp On Money in contention for winning this game. With some of the clears that he's been doing, some of those setup plays. Zemo goes for another one, saves it away. And now 30 seconds left to go. Every second counts in Rocket League when you are behind, and nothing really happening right now except for a demo which sets himself up for Rolly. Secures the stat right there. Oh, just a beautiful, like, I mean, it was the bounce off a bounce off the sidewall which wasn't going to go in, but we've killed the enemy team right there.
What the hell was even that, bro? Like, you play the deflected touch and take out the last man. I'm pretty sure nothing about that was intentional up until you realize, oh, the shot may go on target. And there you go, 3-2 on the scoreboard. And Zemo just looking to be annoying. In fact, all of Knapp On Money looking to be annoying on that back line of VisionGaming. It's usually the other way around, but Celt with a quick counter attack here. Cleared away by Zemo. Nagflow will look to get to this. No, ends up falling back. It's dangerous, but that will hit the ground. And VisionGaming will take game number 1. Was it the cleanest execution? Probably not, but it doesn't matter. We've got the game.
Yeah, it's the thing. You can't really relax against this squad of Nukes or Rolly Zemo. Like, they have the synergy that is needed. I mean, it shows in the stats. They've scored the most goals per game of any team, and it just goes to show, like, in the play, how they're achieving it. It's a bit strange. Like, I don't. It's very unconventional the way that they're scoring their goals. Like a 50 from a Rolly into a demo, which lets the bounce go in. That's just like, who scores like that? You know, how do you expect something like that as a team? So, yeah, I mean, a goal is a goal, right? But the way that they're achieving it just seems like so different to, I guess, what VisionGaming are doing, which is just way more traditional passing play from the side setups. Knapp On Money just finding their way into the game through just different routes, and I think that's probably why, like, it leads them to score a lot more than maybe people expect.
So yeah, game 2. I haven't been invited to game 2. Just been kicked out of the league lobby. That's fantastic. Game 2, we had to Forbidden Temple. So I joined that one up, and yeah, I mean, it was a very aggressive series for both. Very aggressive game for both sides. Plenty of demos. Left, right, and center across the pitch. You got to keep an eye on your rear end if you're any of these players, to watch a car waiting to sniff on that opportunity to blow you up in quick time. But kickoff underway, and VisionGaming have got their foot in the lead, even though it was only by a goal. And there you have it then, a double demo to start us off.
Everyone's dead. There are no players left on the pitch. That happens sometimes. I swear, demoing seems to pick up in games where Knapp On Money is involved, whether it's them being victims or being the perpetrators. Always changes the pace of games, and it always seems to break momentum too. So like, oh, we lost the first game, we're down 1, right, start killing them, start demoing. Whether that translates into anything, well, has yet to be seen, since we are goalless in the first minute.
That passing play was almost perfect, and Celt wellied that well over the bar. That ball's going to fall uncomfortable, but that's a positive 50 for Knapp On Money. Nagflow has no boost. We'll need to get to this. Does well. Beautiful. Picks up one pad, and that was crucial to getting that save. And Mackie now looking to counter, plays it under 1. It'll bounce awkwardly. Zemo's out of position. Celt is there. The net's wide open. 1-0 to Vision Gaming.
Yeah, beautiful. Celt's positioning right there. Defense flying at the ball. Maki was able to tap it over them, and Celt with the follow-up. Just kind of what you'd expect at a position like that, and they delivered. So, going to put themselves up early once again. Knapp On Money search for an answer. They are stuck on defense once again, though, off the back of the kickoff. They are trying something. Celt going for the pinch, and it works! Look at that. Beautiful for Celt.
No demo can really make you recover from that. Celt just had all the time in the world. Zemo was facing backwards, and Celt finds the bottom left corner, a position where none of the players were at for Knapp On Money. 2-0 to the good now of Vision Gaming. And that is another double demo in the kickoff. Nagflow gets bumped, looks to try and do exactly what Celt did, but Aroli was there to clear that one away. Maki with a touch inside. Celt will be there to hit it towards the backboard. Maki has no boost. Have to fall back. You've got to wonder where's Nagflow in all this. Does pick up the ball, and there's limited boost for Knapp On Money, but Zemo does well. Maki is going to fake that one out. Aroli falls for it.
Faking.
And this is pandemonium for Knapp On Money. A pass inside. Celt should be there for a shot, but I've seen blind people take better efforts than that, unfortunately.
Nagflow looking to cover for his teammate. Doesn't work out though. He's just trying to disrupt them a little bit, force them on the defense. Basically every chance they can get. It's like, we'll score eventually, boys. It's just keep putting it towards them.
Sorry, I'm laughing there because I'm pretty sure that Knapp On Money player wanted to play the ball, but instead what happened? Backflipped and bumped Celt off the ball completely. That is brilliant. Demo in the mid will stop an attack from Vision Gaming coming through. We're at the halfway point of this game now, and Celt eager to get to that one. We'll look to try and get the dunk, but doesn't find it.
Oh my god, what a save from Nag. That's the super sub coming in right there. Nothing that you can do, and you got a defense like that. But thank you to production for the information in the background. Just a reminder, of course, Vision Gaming setting themselves up for a decider match. If they win this, it's going to be crucial for them to take the top spot in the leaderboard. I don't know why I didn't finish the word leaderboard there. Did you hear that? Oh god, I don't know what's going on today. But yeah, Knapp On Money, they want to keep playoff hopes alive. Of course, they're both teams fighting for something different, but equally high stakes for either side. But right now, Knapp On Money struggling to make something happen in this game.
That was a ballsy pinch by Maki, it has to be said. He ended up going, nah, you know what, I'm not going to take this around the corner. I'm going to pinch it across the face of my goal, because no one from Knapp On Money will be forward. And he was absolutely right in doing that play. And we found possession of the ball here. Gets to be on one, does Nagflow. Looks for the second, but Zemo's going to be there. And if that bump has been executed, which it looks like it has, would apply more pressure. So Nagflow's picked up that mid boost. Will go by himself. Gets a beat on two. Looks for a double. And it's the demo on the backline by Celt. Textbook demoing there in the Rocket League playbook. Nagflow just had an open net.
Yeah, Celt, if he can't go for the ball, he'll go for the player in the net. So scores one way or the other, and sets up that shot beautifully. Always filling the blanks of one another. It's what makes a good team. It's what makes your plays complete, and also lets you really adapt to any situation, no matter who's on the ball. So, you know, that is always something that's going to keep you ahead. And it's been a bit quiet on the side of Knapp On Money in this half, really owing to the aggression and pressure that Vision Gaming have on them. And you know, sometimes that is the route to take if you're ahead. You know, just apply pressure to the wound in a way. You know, don't give them any chance to come back with demos, with just constantly being on the ball and taking the play to them, and it's working out.
It's another cheeky little pass inside by Nagflow, and with 30 seconds left to go. We've been all over Knapp On Money, and maybe considering taking the broom out, start sweeping, because Knapp On Money, after that first game, they've kind of faltered in their offense, and they can't get out of their own half. As I say that, Aroli has managed to do so, but Celt will pick this up. Not the best 50 in the world. It may tip over the bar. It will do. So Aroli has to find something. A consolation goal here as the final seconds tick down in Forbidden Temple. The ball is kept up. It will be killed after that final demo on Mackie. 2-0 to VisionGaming, and it's been a much more comfortable second game than what we saw in the previous series. And yeah, I'm quite comfortable. I might grab my, well, I don't have a broom. I might grab my ironing board and start flattening out the opposition here.
That's an interesting one. Not heard that one before. It works. It works. But yeah, I think VisionGaming clearly have just got the momentum, and they're sticking to it. They're sticking to. They know what's working, and they're just carrying on pretty much, and they have the skill to execute it. Knapp On Money just really finding no ground to work with in terms of, like, they're not even getting to try anything. The only opportunities they had that game were just counter attacks or hard bounces off the backboard, setting themselves up for a midfield play or something like a. They've been reaching for the goals this series, but they've not really been connecting. So, you know, it's looking rough for them. Like we said, looking for playoff contention. So, you know, a win here would be good. But I mean, it is like, look at their opponents. They are locked in.
Locked in indeed. And Knapp On Money only achieving 3 shots in the last game, all of them saved by none other than Nagflow. Which really tells you how threatening Knapp On Money have been, which is not at all in that second game. And we managed to walk away with 9 shots, converting 3 of them, a 33% conversion rate in that game. And Celt looks to open the scoring!
Oh, never mind.
With a redirect, an angle and a half, and just ended up finding the right post. But Celt will go again here, try to find a pass inside, but again, pinch clear by Zemo.
I was beautifully close, and Mackie just doing amazingly well to keep possession. Never mind, he pops it down midfield for Zemo. Oh my goodness, I thought he was cooking. Maybe he went a bit too hard on the touch there. Tried to convert it into a dribble or a pinch of some sort, and yeah, it just ends up being a pass to the opponent.
That is the best curse I've ever heard from.
You cannot
from
make it
there. And yeah, there's a great pass by Celt in the mid. Nukes has now doubled the advantage for Knapp On Money, and I went, oh, we're going to be comfortable heading into game 3. We're going to press out those creases. Instead, they've grabbed my shirt, thrown it out the window, and stamped it into the dirt for me to wash it again. So we're going to have to wait.
No, you didn't flatten out all the creases. That's what's going on here. There was one that we went over, and it just, you know, it just creates that fold in the shirt. I think that's what's going on here. You know what I mean? And you have to re-iron it. And even then, it leaves a mark on you. But Knapp On Money leaving the mark in the first minute of this game, as they've scored 2 from practically nowhere, from a caster curse and something else. I didn't even see how Nuke scored that goal.
Okay. Panic over. Ignore that noise that I just made, please. That was just. I thought that was another pass inside. I'm not gonna lie.
Pass inside. I don't know. I have no proof, but it was a goal anyway. And now we're back with VisionGaming on the ball. Nagflow trying to do something with an air dribble. Doesn't connect. Celt flying in for it. Doesn't connect with anything either. Mackie is the last man to make something happen. Does not connect. And now it's the counter attack. It's no boost and an awkward touch from Aroli. Nukes with the shot. Doesn't connect. And the game seems to have slowed down now from those 2 early goals. Let's see if VisionGaming can get some ground back and make it a quick 3-0.
I'm watching here. Rocket League or Swan Lake? We got people dancing around the ball. That's another one.
Oh my god.
3-0 down. Oh. Yeah, absolutely, Cass. Mackie not feeling like defending today. Spot on.
Are we just riding the coattails of adrenaline, like riding the momentum a little bit and just getting a bit too overconfident? I did say earlier in the series that you cannot relax against this team, because look what they're doing. They will roll over you if you let them. Instead, never let them know your next move, Nagflow says as he flips away from the ball. Doesn't want to commit to it. And yeah, it's a completely different side to the series that we've seen so far. Let's see if VisionGaming can actually recover. We reached the halfway mark. If anything you can do, I can do better. Say maybe try and get 3 goals back. I don't know. What do you think, Romus?
Yeah, I think... I don't know. I mean, this has been such a weird game. A pass inside, Nukes will try and find the top right, doesn't work out. A double commit by VisionGaming kind of works out. Nagflow with a shot, doesn't work out again. Bumped by the teammates there on Knapp On Money. Nagflow decides not to take the shot. Gets a tip pass too. Is Celt going to be there? No, in position. Yeah, well, in position, was well out of position. Pass inside once more. Mackey's going to have to retreat back. This isn't on target. Thank the Lord. We can go again.
Mackey?
2 minutes
Oh my God.
left.
Mackey, what are we? Oh, that was close. That was another incident right there. Another dribble incident. Another aggressive touch puts it into the line of the opposition. And yeah, I can't really explain it. Like, I'm just gonna watch and react. I think. Oh, beautiful shot from Sal. Look at that. See, as soon as they shut up and stop talking, something finally happens, and then we're back to normal.
My brain has switched off royally in this game. Like, it has gone to somewhere sunny because I have no idea what's going on. It's like, I don't know. I guess the only way I can describe it is that VisionGaming, they're playing like Vitality in the recent IEM. I don't know if you watched that, Zach. It was in the grand final. It was Mirage. They were 11-2 up, I think it was. And Furia came back to win it for being 13-11. It was impressive because right now we are getting tailed back here after what I thought was going to be a guaranteed 3-0.
So who's our Molodoy? That's what I'm hoping. Like, you'll be able to answer because
Who's our Molodoy?
we need some aim. We need some connecting shots here for VisionGaming. If they want to come back, I don't know. Unless you're talking about the series in general, not just the game. But yeah, it is maybe just a bit of a reset for VisionGaming after this one because it hasn't really been anything that VisionGaming had. It's more about what VisionGaming aren't doing than what they are doing, in a way. But Knapp On Money just have complete control of this game. And yeah, 50 seconds left to go. 4 goals to score, 5 to win. It's gonna be rough.
Cass, how are you asking Zach, a Counter-Strike caster, what the Intel Extreme Masters are, bro?
It's like that. Do I know the OGs? I mean, this guy's always testing me, no matter what game it is.
Didn't know who Kenny S is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh my gosh, what a callback!
Oh, what's going on?
Oh. Anyway,
He was asking me. I was doing a community cast or something for I think UK and Ireland circuit, and he's like, Kenny S. Do you know who Kenny S is? And I thought it was a D's Nuts joke. So I said, I said, go away, Kasalian. Like, what are you doing? And it turns out it's an actual player is actually the GOAT. I was like, oh, fair enough.
One of the best
my trust issues
authors.
surrounding Kasalian. There's a lot of backstory, so I wouldn't expect you guys to understand. But yeah, it is warranted. Okay, it's warranted.
Anyway, 5-1 down in game number 3. The ball at the ground. Knapp On Money have taken that game, and we had the game 4. The less we say about this one, the better, I feel.
Yeah, I think we should move on. Is there anything to review apart from I felt like I kind of alluded to this. They can take games from you if you let them, and they are. That is 7 shots, 5 on target, 5 connecting, and it wasn't really in. It wasn't anything to do with like plays they were making. It was just off of the back of VisionGaming. I don't know, messing up. I wouldn't even say that. Like, it just took advantage of what VisionGaming were doing, which was not really much this series. And yeah, they've denied the 3-0. We are still at match point, so Knapp On Money gonna have to really do something here. Utopia Coliseum. But I don't remember.
Well, game 4. All the players are in the lobby. Knapp On Money have the momentum. A potential reverse sweep. but so did my Insanity. They got to Champions Field and then balled it right at the end. Now, will Knapp On Money do the same? Will they end up winning? I honestly, I don't know. But
We have to lock in
Without-
Romus. Yeah.
yeah, but with how scrappy the series, with how scrappy the last game was, I have no idea how this is going to go now. Rolly will send this downfield. Celt is waiting for it. Pops up high, has control, tries to carry it downfield. Flip reset initiated, will pop it immediately, carry it downfield, and Zemo is just waiting on that backboard. There's no real threat there from VisionGaming. Zemo gets a flick past 1, will get a beat on 2, to try and beat out Celt, but again, no demo prevails. What are we all doing? It's all midfield ball at the moment. They look rather uncomfortable for a second, but it's fallen into the mid. And Zemo has a touch. Rolly doesn't get it. Nagflow has control. Back in the midfield. Celt with an opportunity. Doesn't find it off the crossbar. Mackie with a follow. Will go high for this one. But then cleared away.
He was trying desperately to kind of follow up on that play, but wasn't able to do so. That's the first attacking play we've seen in a while from VisionGaming that's looked threatening. And we need to take a bit of time, control the ball. I think that was what we were lacking. We were a bit too aggressive and really giving the ball possession away too much. And you're already seeing a lot of these shots coming in. Rolly with a 50 onto Mackie. Doesn't find the net on target, but with the demo, it's going to leave an open net for Nagflow. 2 putters ahead, 1-0, and we are back in it.
Well, we've got the opener in this one, and we've converted every opener so far. And, yeah, Nagflow, simple as you like. A demo came through, another one in this series. I need to start, like, counting demos when I take these notes, because, you know, it's becoming a huge factor in this series. Nagflow went a bit too fast to that one. Does manage to get a touch on the ball, though. Mackie will send this downfield. Celt is waiting upfield. Gets a beat on Nukes. Has a brilliant touch as well. Flip reset will be initiated. Doesn't play it. Nagflow back into the corner, pass inside, but Zemo's waiting there. Mackie plays the challenge. It's a 2v3 for the time being, but Celt has overstepped his mark. Needs to get this ball clear. It's a demo, which saves my bacon a bit more on this back line.
Demo coming in, a 50 from Zemo. Almost connects, and we are trying so hard to challenge these balls that like just denying VisionGaming any possession, anything we can. But Celt's just convinced me of the defense in the corner. Finally managed to scramble it out of the half. Let's see what Mackie can do now as he goes for the edge dribble, goes for the double tap of the backboard. It's the defense that's hanging. Rolly gets it to safety, and is that a counter attack? Not quite. Nagflow's back in time. Right now, Knapp On Money just swarming us.
Yeah, still threatening at the moment for VisionGaming. They need to get this ball out, otherwise we will have some uncomfortable pressure coming our way. Nagflow will send this one downfield. I'm reading the chat. There's a bit of saltiness from Bates and Kun there. Been beta-ass demos. I say cry. Okay? We've got the goal. We currently don't have the lead anymore. And maybe I should shut up. However, get me a glass. Get me Bates and Kun's tears. Because this game will be over. And I'm counting it. I'm hedging it. I'm hedging my funds. That VisionGaming take this one. Otherwise, I make a right ass out of myself.
He's all in. So make sure you hold him to it, chat. But I guess aggression beats it. Fire with fire. So
Cass, I don't care who he is. I don't care who he is, bro. Oh. Anyway, back to the game. Mackie has an opportunity. It's played low. Kiss my ass. 2-1.
The keyboard warrior has left the room as we take the lead. But it's a nice 50 from Mackie, and I was gonna say job does it, but I don't know. My brain's not. My brain needs to catch up with the play, because I feel like last game just threw me off so hard. Ooh, demo off the kickoff, but doesn't result in a goal. I was gonna say Mackie's taking it back for safety. Last time I did though, he conceded. Don't want that to happen again. So pass it to the midfielder, Rolly, going for that double tap of the backboard, but it doesn't connect, and we are safe. But it is never a comfortable moment in this series after the last one. I don't know. Can we do something? Can we get a 2-goal lead? That would be nice to us.
Yeah, that would be very nice, and that would wrap up the series, I think, in this short amount of time. Aroli getting the luckiest touch I've ever seen in my life to get that ball clear. Zemo will pop that up high. Maki controlling the ball on the sidewall. Flip inside. Pass dropped down, but Zemo's there. Nagflow with a follow. Double tap available if Nukes doesn't get there. Nagflow wasn't playing it. And that ball has gone just over Aroli. Left over in the corner. Nagflow has a full tank to work with, but will try and get a pass back. Selt will be there. Has to pick this up. Goes to the sidewall. Maki and Selt, miscommunication. Selt will take it all the way though. Looks for a bump on Nukes, not to be found. Maki is there. Is the net open? Not quite. Zemo was back in time, and Nagflow will take it back to the corner. Final 15 here, Zach.
Nag puts it up after the demo. That's disrupted the defense a little bit, and we're trying so hard to reach for a ball here. 8 seconds left to go. It's Maki with possession. The challenge comes through into the midfield, intercepted by Selt. They want to keep this away from the net as much as possible, and the ball is going to hit the ground. Is there going to be a goal out of it? There is not. It hasn't touched the ground. We cannot sleep yet. It's Aroli. Pops it up high off the backboard. Nukes is trying desperately to do something, and they don't have enough. That is going to be Vision Gaming taking the W 3-1. Kind of expected.
Bates and Kun, I want to hear it. I hedged my bets. I predicted correctly. I want a payment after this. Thank you. Vision Gaming 2-1, 3-1 in the series. We'll take another result. We will be heading to what is essentially a thriller of a final week against T2, which will determine whether or not we get the number 1 seed in the playoffs. Now, Knapp On Money, you can keep napping, boys, because I think that's your playoff hopes done as well. Unlucky, GG. We'll see you next season. Yeah,
I'm eager to have this winner's interview because I need to find out what happened in that 3rd game, to be honest. I don't know about you, but that is something I think that we need to press the issue on. Even though it was a win, but we eventually got it. I think there was any reason to worry, but I think it just goes to show that like this is why Knapp On Money are the dark horse of the league, because they could just do stuff like that, and you have no opportunity to 5-1. That was ridiculous.
Yeah. It was a great turnaround, and I'm going to read the chat here, Cass. I'm going to engage in the debate. All right, 1v1 Doromus, Rust quickscope only. If your only ability is to play in a game that's non-competitive and can quickscope in a game that's non-competitive with no real incentive behind it, I'm just going to throw my hands up in the air here and say, kindly, no. I ain't 1v1ing you on Rust. I never liked the game. I played it for about 5 minutes, realized that it just wasn't for me, put it down, uninstalled it, forgot about it for the entirety. For the winner's interview, we will be any game, any time. Oh boy. We do a Counter-Strike 1v1. I can quickscope on that. We do a Counter-Strike 1v1.
Open Mirage, right? Do it.
Open Mirage, absolutely. Let's make that happen.
I'll cast.
Bateson, we'll make it happen. Let's go.
Christ. Teromus, I'm proud for you. You started beef with someone in chat, and now you're gonna have to just take it one step further. But
absolute cinema.
Who's gonna have the last laugh? I don't think anything's gonna reverse this result though. As Vision Gaming set themselves up nicely for playoffs for the next week's matchup. And what we can do is remind ourselves what the league looks like after that win, because I do believe the table has updated. There we have it, 5-1 versus that 6-0. Of course, if T2 lose to us, it's going to be really up to us to make the most of that next game. And we've set ourselves up nicely. But yeah, Knapp On Money, unfortunately, 2-4. That is really going to hurt their chances for playoffs. I don't know if it's how many weeks, or I think it's like 7 weeks. How many weeks is it in IGL, sorry?
Yeah, so it'll be 7 weeks, and the last week will be next week. Like, it is a direct head-to-head, and I will say, we do have, you'll be surprised who it is. No, you won't. He's been here every week. We have Maki in the post-game interview. We're not ready yet, says Cass. I don't care.
Chill.
All right? No. But like, I'm reading the chat, I've realized I made a grave mistake. I'm 1v1ing against a Faceit level 10.
I get you're nervous, Teromus. You're nervous and you're jumping the gun.
Bro, I'm good.
started something he couldn't finish. What's he like? But yeah, that is and the story remains the same. 5-1, getting that nice game win percentage too. I don't know. I'm lost for words. Romus.
It's been fantastic. Two back-to-back wins. It's what you love to see, and it's basically a showdown. And I can't wait for week 7. I'm going to make sure I'm available. I don't care what I'm doing, whenever throughout the week. I'm going to make sure I'll be there. You know that Kylian Mbappe gif? I'll be there no matter what. And he's like smiling, staring at the sky. That is me right now. As Cats, bro.
What is this meme, bro? What is that? Well, I'll take us in, Domes. Sure. We are here with Mackie, who's here for the winners interview. Mackie, how are you feeling after that win? Tell us how it went.
What the fuck is that picture, Castellian? First of all, huh? I mean, I wasn't meant to do the pass in the was it third game?
You were meant to do it.
No,
That
not
was
meant.
cursed by me, by the way. That wasn't your fault. That was my fault.
Yeah, okay. Oh,
I said Mackie's taking it back to our corner, keeping possession, and then you got an aggressive touch and just
I mean, yeah, that's what happened, I guess, sometime.
Anyway, first question. 2 back-to-back wins. Very comfortable. Now you've got a 1v. Well, you got a 1-match showdown against T2 next week. I assume you're gonna be preparing hard for that, because that means you'll be number 1 seed if you do win for playoffs.
I mean, yeah, I guess we hope to do. I guess we can also play Zico with Zico next time, because this time was a bit unfortunate in the second series. But yeah, I guess we can look forward to next week. Hope we can deliver what we did the last few weeks.
Yeah, talk about Nagflow. How was that sub in last minute? Like, it seemed like he was in his element. Was he kind of instrumental in today's win?
I mean, I think Knacklo didn't really want to play today, because he asked like 3 times already if he needed to play today, and Zico said no, he will be there. That's all I can say. But yeah, I mean, he just jumped in, like, started the game 2 minutes before the series, so I guess he can still perform under pressure.
Right, with Nagflow not wanting to play, where's Toy? Where is he? Where's the other substitute? When's he getting on the pitch, bro?
I can't tell. He said we asked Toy too, but he said he can't. So can't really say. I mean, he could have played. I don't really mind.
Toyf is a myth. So
Yeah.
Oh, well, VisionGaming. Obviously, you guys lost to T2 in the IGL finals last split. With your defense this week, I feel like you might want to get on your training in that one in regard to your defense. Your attack is perfectly fine, by the way. I just think like you may want to go back to the training grounds and work on your defense, Mackie, especially with that backflip that we saw, which allowed a concession. You know, I'm going to be absolutely brutal here because we're coming to the final week of league play. We cannot be making these mistakes, right? Surely.
I mean, yeah. I guess hope my controller doesn't disconnect again.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I play KBM, by the way, so I see. I guess I gotta train until next week, so I don't misflip again. Yeah, that's all I can say.
Right, honestly, with this winners interview, I think we've done so many of these, Mackie. Like, it's the same coverage every week, and I'm pretty sure it's boring for you now. You know, winning every week. But we're gonna hand it to you. Again, we're gonna hand it to you to finish off. Do you have anybody you want to shout out today?
Yeah, I guess shout out to Boogie, because we're gonna fuck you next week.
That is one way to drop. That's one way to drop the mic. But Dromus has left the room.
But he's left the room already. Now shout out to Barney, because he's always there. Gotta stay friendly again.
Well, thank you very much, Mikey, for joining us on the desk. Congratulations on the one again, and good luck to you next week for that game against T2.
Thank you.
How are we wrapping this up? How are we wrapping this up, Zach?
I
feel like-
I don't know. I'm not very good at rapping. But what I would say, it's been a very enjoyable series. That curveball game 3, which was just, I don't know what was going on really. I'll be totally honest, no idea. But that is the Nukes Aroli Zemo special. It's always entertaining to watch those guys. So massive GGs to them. Not the result they wanted, but is the result we wanted. Because I'm on the Vision Gaming stream, so I'm all for it. But yeah, it's been a pleasure to join you as well, stepping in last minute. Hope Hodge's voice recovers soon. But yeah, I have nothing else to say, Jerome. So please take it away from me.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is 2 results back-to-back for us on this Sunday. Week 5 and Week 6 are complete for us, and it comes down to one final game, one final best-of-5 series in League Play, which will be up against T2 at some point next week. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope to get you all involved in the chat, ready to go to hype it up for what is the final game of League Play. I beat DeRomas, alongside me has been Zach, and we shall see you next week for the final game of League Play.